All right, folks, glad you made it back here at the Chris Salcedo Show. Our power grid is vulnerable and needs to be hardened, but your government refuses to act. Government research says 90% of the American population could die if that grid goes down. Full recovery would take years. So what's being done to prevent this crisis? As far as I can tell, nothing. Let's bring in Georgia Congressman, member of the House Energy and Commerce Committee and the House Budget Committee, Buddy Carter. Congressman, walk me off the ledge here. This problem didn't just pop up during Joe Biden's time in office. The party of abortion doesn't place a high premium on human life. We all know that. But if the GOP is aware of the threat a collapse poses to our people, why hasn't anything been done?
Well, you're right. We need to address this. There's no question about it. The U.S. infrastructure, energy infrastructure, is key to the 21st century economy. And without it, we are going to be in a mess. It would be disastrous. And we've got to guard against three things. We've got to guard against cybersecurity. Obviously, we understand that. We know that we've had the threat with the Colonial Pipeline. We know what a big threat that was. We've got to guard against natural disasters. Again, we've experienced those before. But I think even more so, we've got to guard against the failed policies of the Green New Deal and renewable energy. Now, look, I'm all for renewable energy, and I think most of us are. We want to see that happen, but it's not reliable yet. It's not reliable to the point that we can rely on it in order to have our grid there. We've got to make sure that our grid is resilient and reliable. That is key.
Well, if Congress had spent Obama's billions that he put for the Green New Deal, then our grid would be hardened from terrorist attacks, from EMPs and that kind of thing. In the meantime, the Biden regime is spending billions, Congressman, on illegal aliens, billions for left-wingers in GovEd, billions for corrupt DOJ and FBI financing, even billions to hire 87,000 armed IRS agents to plague us. But not one red cent to protect the critical electrical infrastructure in this country. Is it going to be different if the Republicans take hold of control of Congress?
I would submit that it is going to be different because our priorities are different. Let's face it, this administration, the Biden administration, they're living in the past. They have no grasp of the present, and they certainly have no solution and any plans for the future. Whereas we in the Republican Party, we understand the importance of a reliable and resilient grid, electrical grid. Look, I had the opportunity to travel earlier this year to Europe. I've seen firsthand the problems that they have over there, where they let their policies get ahead of their innovation, too dependent on wind and solar right now. And they are going to, let me tell you, they're in for a rough winter in Europe. Yes, part of the reason is because of what's happening with Russia. But a lot of it has to do because, again, they've let their policies get ahead of their innovation. And you can't, and we should not let that happen here in America.
Well, let me go where I sense you want to go on this, because despite knowing how vulnerable our power grid is, the climate cultists, they continue to push for mass use of electric vehicles. This summer, we just watched Gavin Newsom sign laws restricting the future use of gas-powered cars, then asking Californians, hey, don't charge your EVs because our grid can't handle it. Not to mention the climate cult wants to strip mine the earth for toxic elements and chemicals to power their so-called green energy boondoggle. These policies are not only unserious, but they place human lives, Congressman, at risk.
Absolutely, they do. And you know, we got to be smart about this. Look, I used to run a small business, and I told the people who work with me all the time, we got to be smart. We got to be smart about these things, and that's what we've got to be here. Yeah, we want to get to the point where we can rely entirely on renewables, but that's going to take time. And in the meantime, we've got to be smart about this. We've got to, I'm a big fan of nuclear. Look, nuclear is baseload, reliable energy that we need, and we need to be looking more toward nuclear. That's the biggest problem they've got over in Europe. They've started closing down their nuclear plants, and they don't have anything to replace it. Let's not make that same mistake over here. Let's make sure we're investing in reliable, resilient electrical grids, making sure that we are building them up so that we're not going to run into this disastrous situation. Look at what's going on in Ukraine right now. Russia is attacking their electrical grid. They know that that will cripple them. Well, the same thing could be done to us if we're not careful here.
Well, Congressman, as you know, Natural gas, we're abundant in it here in the United States. It's clean burning. It has negligible impact on the environment. And we could finance the research you're talking about, fuel cell technology, nuclear fusion power plants. We could do that. We could be prosperous. But the only thing standing in the way of America being energy independent and prosperous is your political opponents, the Democrat Party. And I pray that your political party, Congressman, can do something about that. Thank you very much. Buddy Carter, appreciate it.